Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. I wanna evolve. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all. Living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chilling with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. I wanna evolve. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all. Living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chilling with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough.
At my leisure, I'm just gonna go with the fact that everything's broken, and there's only a few things that we can blame it on. We're cursed. I don't know what I'm doing. Um, I can't because things never go correctly as they should. But none of that matters because we're gonna get the show going, and we're gonna have a good time. Shout out to the people that rocks with us every Wednesday at 6 p.m. CST. We got a guest with us tonight. Back for the second, third time post. How many times you been on the show, man?
I think this is my second time, second or third time, somewhere up in there.
See,
You right?
that ain't enough times, bro.
Yeah.
That ain't enough times, bro.
Well, it's a start play. I'm back. I'm here. You feel me?
Hey man, and we got a lot to talk about. There's
Yes.
a lot to happen over the last few days.
Hmm.
There are certain people who are crying their eyes out based on some pictures that was sent out this morning. There are some people, old baby in the building. Matter of fact, her opinion is the only opinion that matter.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and put an Xbox controller in her hand. We're gonna see. Listen, what's going on, people? Fame Entertainment
PlayStation
from
only over here.
LV1Gaming.com.
PlayStation only.
Oof.
Still PlayStation only?
Yeah, this family is officially transitioned over.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
So what about the you know we just signed a deal with to promote Game Pass every week. You just gonna throw that away?
Yes. And
You done brought me over to the dark side.
I just all I want to say is my PSVR 2, my wireless version, my MetaQuest 2 is greatness. And I'm glad I had to rebuy all of my games over. Because the ones I owned on the PSVR 1 were not good enough. So I had to make sure to buy them twice in order to fully get the new upgraded experience. Um, so yeah, I'm happy over here in Ponyland.
What Mike Thomas say? We do not care.
At all.
Ain't that what Mike Tomlin said? We do not care.
Yeah.
Like at all, Bucko.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to say, what's going on, people? Fame Entertainment here from LV1Gaming.com. And congratulations, you guys loaded up to 236. This is the Double XP podcast. We got a lot to talk about. Phil Spencer been talking, and when he talking, that's news. Kojima been shaking hands. LeBron James been signing PlayStations. There's rumors that PlayStation is going backdoor because they got racks on racks on racks, and they're going to go out and buy Take Two. All type of nonsense, but none of that matters right now because the introductions are most important. First up, my right hand, man, the floor hogger with the hardest of ours.
Dear God. What's up, guys? You know, it may not be Black History Month over here, but we are always in Black excellence here at Level 1 Gaming. So let's talk about some games. Let's talk about some Big Daddy Phil looking swole. And I just want some of Baby Baron's opinions. So that's what I'm here for.
Okay, I see you.
Next up, if your DMs are popping and your email box is full, that's because the dude with the dreads is bothering the hell out of you because he's trying to get some answers, trying to get a review code, he's trying to get an interview, he's trying to get something going on. Baron J67, what's going on, Chief?
So what's happening here?
You just got toes out for free.
Toes!
There's a little feet. Put a little feet in the kid.
Oh, she just kicked the hell out of my keyboard. But no, you know what? We got a couple reviews that went out. I reached back out to a couple PR people and told them thank you. PR folks send replies back. It makes us feel better about ourselves. Emailing into the void is a sad thing. No's are welcome.
Yeah.
No's are preferred.
Just tell me no.
As long as you try.
Yeah, just tell me no.
Yeah.
Like, it's all good. But outside of that, man, it's all good. It's all good.
Listen, I guess in the evening, we got to have back more often, okay? Listen, if you, for whatever reason, are behind or anything happening, because listen, I get all my info at this point from Post Up.
Well,
I don't even bother going to Reddit. I don't bother going to other folks' YouTube videos because all the info I need to keep me updated on what's happening at ABK coming from the man Post Up Information Station.
yes, sir.
Post Up, what's going on, brother?
What's good? Thank you all for having me, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Love the platform. Keep putting in great work, man. I just, I didn't starting this whole thing. I didn't even know it was gonna get this big, this far. You couldn't imagine the people that I've talked to in my DMs, people who have reached out to me. I won't say any names and stuff like that, but I wouldn't imagine that I would have garnered all this attention just by reporting on this merger. And I think when I started, I was just, tagging information and stuff like that. But the more people start coming to me say, thanks, Post Up. pretty much just consolidating all the information in one spot so people don't have to go to CNBC, MSNBC, because we don't know about mergers and acquisitions. We don't understand that field or anything like that. And so it's kind of new to the community. So I just, decided to put all the information in one place. And I'm almost at 7,000 followers on Twitter because of it. And I've been able to speak with some very important people.
I was gonna say you're doing something that I missed. Y'all, of course, I remember Nibble on Twitter, right? He used to give us information condensed. It was like there's 8,000 pages of information. I'm gonna give it to you all in one tweet.
Yeah, and I'm gonna highlight the most important things.
I'm gonna highlight the important shit. The shit the stuff that I didn't mean to cuss. I broke the 15-minute rule. God dog it.
Just ruining everything.
I just ruined it. I apologize. But what you're doing is you're pulling out the most important stuff, and that's how we're able to digest. Because I'm telling you right now, when somebody say, "Oh, is it IDOS?" IDOS?
Yeah, IDOS.
If he's on Reddit, dropping
reset era.
I'm not going through all of that, bro.
Hey, what I can say is that reset era thread has over 2 million views. It has over probably close to 20 to 25,000 replies. It's at over 600 pages right now. And so for someone to have to kind of search through all that, so I take what he gets, because he's a European lawyer. He's a 15-year European lawyer that's in mergers and acquisition in the IT field, right? Mm-hmm. So when you have that type of seniority in the game, then that's a person information that you can rely on. I miss Hogue Law, because Hogue Law was another person that I was able to kind of take his inputs and thoughts and kind of condense and bring the American side of it and the UK side of it together. So shout out to Hogue Law. Wish you well in your recovery. We can't wait to see you. But he just replied on Twitter saying, "I'll be back." So that's a good sign. Yeah.
Hogue is a good dude, man, and he very intelligent guy.
Yeah.
But the way he breaks stuff down, he breaks it down to where any of us understand it.
Yeah. Thank you. Because that lawyer talk, like when you read, like when I start reading a lot of this stuff that was going on, bro, I'm like, what is this? Why you word it like that? Why you saying it like that?
In perpetuity.
But when Hogue started doing his lives and start saying, look, all this means. This is corporate talk. This is PR talk. This is law talk. This is them. When he started doing that, it made it more easier for me to digest it and understand it. So now when I go read it, I have a little bit more understanding of what I'm seeing, what I'm reading, and how to comprehend it versus prior to this and not knowing anything about it. So shout out to him. IDOS do the same thing. Shout out to him. And then as far as the other sites, I just kind of bring everything together, man.
Hey, man, your talk, I need you to keep doing that.
Yeah.
Because at this point, like, I this something's been going on forever, right? Yeah. And it's something that you can run into a lot of people that's going to either give you some BS information. The information you're getting is straight from credible sources, right? And you're making it digestible and readable for us. And that stuff is invaluable, bro. Like, honest to God truth. Simply for the fact that people will take certain things they don't understand and they'll go and make content out of it. And for all we know, if we don't have anyone or anywhere to go to, like, oh, wait a minute, is this what's really happening? People gonna take their word for y'all know how it is in the game space, right? Yeah. People take anyone that they like. That's gospel.
That's law.
That's gospel right there, right?
Hold on for just a second.
No, you good. Go ahead. Shout out to the chat, man. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna see what up here. Don is up here. Boston Gamer. Dez is in the building. I see Dez. Bordy McBoard.
Bordy.
Oh, hold on. I love Bordy, bro. Let's do this, bro. We can make Bordy the police. Hold on.
Ooh, hell yeah.
There we go. We're gonna make Bordy the police. Hey, y'all do me a big favor. If y'all could hit the like button and share the stream out, it would help out a whole bunch. If you could hear my voice and you're on TikTok, and don't be shamed. Because some people been weird. Oh, I'm not on TikTok. You have a TikTok. You got an account, go follow us on TikTok. I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. But listen, we're gonna jump right into it because Phil Spencer was on Xbox On and he talked a lot. And some of the things he talked about in that interview, I was like, okay, this is typical good guy Phil.
Mm.
He's going to be very cautious on how he speaks. He's going to be very broad on how he speaks. He's going to be very articulate, and he's going to make sure he says the right things. However, a few things that he said just didn't quite sit right with me in a lot of ways. But some of the things I do want to talk about is when he talked about the Activision Blizzard thing, right?
All right,
He
I'm
did
back.
double down.
Mm-hmm.
And no disrespect to the person who interviewed him, I can't remember her name, and it's not a disrespectful thing. I just do not remember, so for that I apologize. However, when the topic came up of exclusivity with Call of Duty, he doubled down, tripled down, and said, "Hey, we're not looking
Yeah.
to do any type of exclusivity. Um, no gun skins, no access to Warzone. We're talking full 100% parity across the platforms, right?"
He even gave examples. He was like, "We're not going to be doing like Hogwarts Legacy and
I'm glad he put that out there.
yeah." He really did. He
Two things
threw
I
a
loved about
straight
that.
dagger.
Not two things about that comment. One, he did he threw the dagger at Sony and was like, "Listen,
Yeah.
we trying to be off the board, y'all being funny." However, just hear me out a little bit, okay? And I'm splitting gamer from consumer.
Mhm.
I'm gonna split them up to hopefully make my point make sense, okay? As a gamer, we gonna play games regardless. We got the game. We're gonna play the game. We gonna game. As a consumer, as a general consumer, and I think most people would agree with me. I'm going to go where my money goes furthest. And we're not talking Game Pass. We're talking just the game. So if I got the game in front of me, the physical game, and I'm told for $70,
Mhm.
I'm gonna get this much content here. Also for 70, I'm gonna get here. Regardless of how small that increment is, this is where you're gonna go.
Mm.
And I think that's most consumers.
Mhm.
You want to get if you go to Taco Bell and order number one, and yours get an extra burrito for whatever reason, and we paying the same price. I want what he got. It's the same thing, but he got an extra burrito. I want that. I want to be on the toilet a little bit longer tonight as well. You feel what I'm saying? And that's one thing I like what Phil. I love the messaging. I love what he wants to do in a perfect world. Yes, he's right. However, as someone who went and spent five and three $800 on Xbox consoles, right? It would be nice to be said, hey, here's a reward for the people who when I purchased our console. I get they want to be Xbox as a brand, not necessarily a console. However, and I didn't mean to get stuck on this part a lot. I do think I hope Phil will change his mind on that aspect because Sony is doing, hey, we want to get as many people to play on our platform as possible. So let's reward them for buying a PS5 by saying, hey, here's an extra mission. As small as that may be in the grand scheme of things, for a lot of consumers, they want to get more for the same amount or less. Period. That's why we love Game Pass. Do I want to spend $70 on this game or take that same 70, put it to Game Pass, and have hundreds of games? Right? Atomic Heart. Do I go buy Atomic Heart on PlayStation? Spend 70 or whatever it is on play, 60, 70. Or do I take that money, invest in the Game Pass, get Atomic Heart, and a bunch more?
Let me tell you something. A lot of the ponies that trash Game Pass did exactly that. They talked all that stuff about support the developers. And soon as Atomic Heart dropped, they got it in Game Pass.
In Game Pass.
Yep. They
It's just
got
a
it in
better,
Game
cheaper
Pass.
deal.
Yeah.
I mean, you spend $20, you're getting about 3 months, depending on where you get your code from, and you get to access. You're gonna beat the game in the 3 months.
Yeah.
You're like it just
Mm. It makes
But
sense.
but Fame, to what you said in
Mm-hmm.
regards to Fame and to Phil Spencer's point,
Mm-hmm.
that if Game Pass didn't exist, I'd be with you.
Mm.
And what's gonna happen? And it's hard to talk as if it doesn't. So what's gonna happen is this gonna be an incentive to have Game Pass because we see it now. You get your monthly claim perks, your perks. You don't think they're gonna be adding stuff
No,
in there? I do.
I
Oh
don't think
yeah,
I don't think we're getting perks like we do,
yeah, yeah.
like we do
Oh
Halo.
yeah, you
I
will.
don't see it
You
because
will.
then
Why not?
Yeah, why
that
not?
goes against his argument.
No, it doesn't.
No, that doesn't.
No,
No, it
no.
doesn't.
What he's telling you is if you're part of Game Pass, you can have access to these things. Or no, I'm sorry. That he's not gonna lock it behind a console. It's not, but there's gonna be skins. There's
Yeah.
gonna be double
Your thought
XPs.
process is
There's
locking it
gonna
behind a
be
service,
yeah, it's gonna
right?
happen. Yeah.
I don't
But
think
that's
they're going
not
to do that
behind a
either.
that's not
They're
behind a
gonna do.
console
It's
though.
gonna happen.
Listen, he ain't doing console exclusivity with that. That is locking it behind a service. That
The
is
reason
something different.
the reason why I agree with him because in the deal, Microsoft is also offering for Sony the capability of putting Call of Duty on their service.
Now
Okay,
that's trash. I
and
don't
they
want
might
that.
get and they might give them might allow them to do that at a discount price, right? Because you have and the reason why is because they're trying to placate to these regulators, specifically the CMA, who came out the door taking Sony's side automatically.
They protect us, Tony.
And they
No
still on
doubt about
Sony's
that.
side, and we know Jim Ryan
Yeah.
is from the UK, but we'll get in that. What I feel about I I feel Phil Spencer hit it on the head. He came out and said, "Look, this is what it is. This is no PR talk. It's no BS. It's none of that. It's going to be parody. The only thing is that Sony don't want parody. Sony wants to continue to have them perks that drive people to their system. So
Mm-hmm.
when Microsoft gets that and eliminates that and put Call of Duty on the even playing field, that's an issue because now Sony's saying, look, if this gets into Game Pass, we're going to have an issue because Game Pass is already a threat to our buy to play model as it is. It already threatens that. What we've been doing for the last 2-3 decades is under fire right now. And Call of Duty will put more gasoline on that fire. So I do agree with him. You get Call of Duty in there, you're gonna get your perks and things like they can't at that point, Microsoft owns it. And the regulators can't tell Microsoft how to run their business.
I hear you, post up.
Okay.
However, what
Awesome.
happens on the next? What happens with the next acquisition? When, let's say, for all intents and purposes, Microsoft has another big acquisition years later. If I'm Sony, I'm saying, look, Microsoft said parity across the board, and as soon as they got the deal, they made it to where you had an advantage by getting it on Xbox over our platform, and that's why I feel as if two things are going to happen. Number one, it's going to be fair across the board so much that it's also going to be on PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
Which to
so
me,
it's no advantage if it's in their service as well.
Doesn't it kind of defeat the purpose?
No.
If you're trying to grow Game Pass?
No. Because guess what? You ain't gonna see no commercials for PlayStation. See, marketing is where the real deal is.
Exactly.
Because now once because Sony loses the marketing from what I understand next year, right?
2024 is the last year. Yeah.
Okay. So once that goes out the window, and then the bridges they didn't burn, Activision ain't gonna sign another marketing deal with them.
They didn't burn a lot of bridges.
Yeah, they're not gonna sign another.
You mean if the deal doesn't go through?
Yeah, even if the deal doesn't go through.
Even if it doesn't, I think it's a wrap too.
Yeah. If it goes through, there's no way Xbox would be stooped that low, desperate to sign the deal to where they're doing commercials for Call of Duty and PlayStation. There's no way.
And you got to think, most people think Destiny 2 is an exclusive at this point. The way the marketing is, like, it just marketing is a huge point. So Xbox, regardless of it being in PlayStation Plus, at least in my opinion, I'm gonna shut up. You're not gonna. It's the real deal win is gonna be
Yeah.
at no extra cost with your Game Pass. Day
Yeah.
one in Game Pass.
Yeah,
Day
I
one
agree
in
with
Game
that.
Pass.
And then
That's
Microsoft can strong arm. Like, even though you got that on, you're gonna see Call of Duty and Game Pass everywhere. You're gonna see that everywhere. So I do agree with him. And I think it's gonna be depending on how the agreement is negotiated. It might they might put a time period in when Call of Duty can actually go on PlayStation Plus. You know what I'm saying? It might not be day and date. It depends on how to, and see, it's the stipulations
I
in the
want it to go on there.
contracts that's going to determine how all of this play out. But I still think that Call of Duty in Game Pass and Microsoft going you thought Halo was 500 million. Watch how much money they put behind telling people that we own Activision, we own Call of Duty, and you can get all of them in Game Pass, 4K, 60 frames per second, frame rate boost, probably 120 frames, and all of them. Yeah, okay.
it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
I mean,
It's gonna be
look
crazy.
look what happened to MLB the Show.
Mm-hmm.
You look at the
Yeah.
marketing for that. They be having green backgrounds and stuff. Like it's
Yeah, that was crazy.
no,
And it
like
did well in Game Pass.
yeah.
It did
Yeah.
extremely well in Game Pass.
And to me, the proof of that is the fact that we're getting it again. Day one of Game Pass. They wouldn't
Yeah.
do that again if they didn't find it financially.
Well, MLB have their own publishing division for gaming, and Microsoft went through them instead of Sony, which
Yeah.
was very, very clever and smart.
And no, and that's actually gonna be my next point.
Mhm.
You brought up the idea of further down the road. I
Mhm.
think what you're gonna start seeing is people dissolving and then selling. Like what you're seeing with like Square, like chunking off. You're gonna see like I think that's you're gonna start seeing IPs being traded instead of entire companies. And because it'll be easier because nobody wants to go through this anymore. Like
Yeah.
this, I think this puts a scare because let's be real. How many acquisitions that went down with PlayStation since all of this started? What has it been like 4?
Yeah,
Like
some
4
of
or 5?
the smaller stuff, and
But
we're going to
but
talk about this BS rumor
yeah.
about the next acquisition later on.
But
I was going to get to
oh,
that.
go ahead.
No, go ahead, finish.
No, but that's my whole get down. I think from now on you're gonna be seeing games and IPs being traded around like Pokemon cards, like the way Tomb Raider got bounced to Amazon, right? It was Amazon.
It was
that picked up Tomb
wild.
Raider.
Yeah.
No, but that I think you'll see more of that because that's easier. That's simple.
That's
I don't
easy.
even got to talk to nobody. That's just
Yeah.
money.
That's true.
Like that's pure cash transactions. So
Okay.
I think you're gonna start seeing some wild IP transactions in the future instead of full on companies, or
I
they'll start
agree
That
with
makes
dissolving.
sense, B.
Mhm.
That does make sense because you know what always, and this is what Snip said. What always bothered me and him about this is everybody's big thing about this is Call of Duty. Diablo 4 is about to launch. And
Hmm.
Diablo 4 is going to be one of the biggest games. We've been waiting a decade for it to come out. I'm going to
Candy
play it,
Crush.
Facts.
Candy
Yeah.
Crush is bigger than all of these games.
right?
All of
And
them.
Your
all
mama
of them.
plays Candy Crush.
That's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
explain to folks. Mobile
I own
gaming is
level
the
400
biggest thing in the
inside
world.
Candy
Like, you see what I'm saying here? Like,
Yeah.
mobile gaming is everything. That's the
Yeah.
true future. And I think above all, I'm shocked they haven't just taken we'll just take King.
Yeah.
Fine, y'all can have
They
it.
don't-
We'll just take King.
they
Like,
don't
not
wanna
real. Like,
You
that-
know what's crazy about that? If let's say this S hits the fan, right? And at the end of the day, they can only get King. The damage between Activision and PlayStation has already been done. You're gonna end up getting Call of Duty marketing rights anyway.
Yep.
And
Or a third
likely-
party.
And
or a third
likely
party
get it in Game
exclusivity.
Pass.
And a third
And
party
likely get it in Game
exclusivity.
Pass.
Well, they'll have
Yeah.
to renegotiate the merger agreement for divestiture because right now
Yeah,
in its current state, the merger agreement don't allow that. But you guys made 2 points, 2 important points. The first one is that this deal is way bigger than Call of Duty. The second thing is that this deal, along with the Meta deal, will set precedents on how big tech proceed with acquisitions from here on out. That's within the gaming industry and outside of the gaming industry because you have Lena Khan over there at FTC with her ideology saying, well, idiot,
Wow.
her ideology over there saying, look, no
Wow.
matter if the case is winnable or if we know it's a loss, we still are going to challenge it because we want to tell lawmakers if we win this case, hey, this is why we need more power. And if we lose this case, hey, this is why we need more power. On top of that, you're not setting any guidelines, right, or stipulations that give big tech to say, look, these are the things that you need to follow and be up on before you do a major acquisition. You're not doing none of that. So big tech, like, well, you know what? We might not want to buy or acquire none to all this over because right now we'll be shooting ourselves in the foot. So that's why I agree with them that you might get more IP being sold versus another publisher being acquired because I don't think they want to. The way it is now in this political climate, no company want to go through this. And Microsoft and Sony, they spending a lot of money right
Oh
now.
yeah.
A lot of money. And this deal is valued. And on top of that, this deal is valued way more than $70 billion now. Because the money they spend on lawyers and they fight multiple cases in different courts. Yeah, I agree. Sell IPs, buy IPs is better than going through all
It's
this.
easier. Or you'll start seeing companies pull a Toys R Us and go out of business. Like it's I'm telling you, no.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's gonna get real weird out here now.
Yeah.
Because and I don't know if Sony initially understood the ripples they were gonna cause over time. Like
Yeah.
you've changed the landscape.
Yeah.
I thought it was that Epic Apple thing that was gonna do it, but no,
Mhm.
this is played
This.
out on the kitchen table level.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause it
The
shows the
uncertainty
greed.
is, yeah, definitely. They doing everything to maintain their market. I tell you
Man.
that.
I mean, and I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they
They-
supposed to do. It's
Yeah.
what they supposed
That's what
to do.
that's what they're supposed to do.
Exactly.
100%. Because if we in a race and you moving in front of me, I'm gonna trip your ass if I can because I'm trying to win. Because I'm trying to win. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen anybody that watched Teen Titans Go and Robin kept trying to race Kid Flash? It was a Kid Flash. And Kid Flash kept dusting his ass, obviously. And what Robin do to win? He bust him in his damn kneecap and took off. You gotta protect, do it whatever. So I don't blame. I don't
Say
blame
this
Sony
is
for what
not
they
going
gotta
to be
do.
an even playing field.
Like you're not beating me over and over.
Yeah, like you're not
No.
gonna keep beating my ass. And Sony knows Microsoft has the money to at least attempt to do whatever they got to do,
Whatever
right?
they
So
want.
whatever tactic they got to pull out, woe is me. And now we're hearing that Call of Duty is funding. It's a big part of the funding of God of War, of Spider-Man, and that blew my mind because I knew that was bringing in money from COD. But Sony, you really saying that we're not getting these big AAA IPs if you don't have access to COD no more?
I think that was highly overstated, and that just shows you the dishonesty that Sony has been. All the mis and disinformation that Sony's been going out telling these regulators who know nothing about the gaming industry, who hasn't even been keeping an eye on the gaming industry for the last 30 years. And it's one of the reasons why Sony and Nintendo in part, because they was back in the day, they was probably way worse than Sony was back in the day, was able to do the things in terms of the deals that wasn't nobody regulating the industry. And now you got a big microscope on it now because after this, regulators are going to make sure whatever next big transaction that happens in this market, that they know everything about this market and everything they need to know. Because majority of this deal for the last year, Microsoft and Sony and others had to go around and sit down with the regulators and educate them on the market, how it works, and all of that. But Jim, that's the kind of stuff Jim Ryan been telling him, knowing he lying. Knowing he lying. Well, I believe he lying. I just believe he just been very dishonest.
Well, this is what killed me, right? It's so weird, like watching somebody act as if everything they've been doing this for so long, but now they don't want the other person to do it. Like, no. I don't want them to do. I don't want them to have
Yeah.
limited time exclusive missions and stories.
Mhm.
I don't want them to have an extreme amount of console exclusivity. I don't
Yep.
want them to have time. Like it's like I'm like, bro. So you don't want them to have what you do?
Yeah.
Yep.
They don't want to
And
go
then-
back to 360 days.
Yep.
They've
That's
been doing it
that's what it
to
was on
everybody.
360.
They've been doing it to everybody.
The
And you wonder
360
why
was all third
Nintendo ain't
party.
said. You see, Nintendo ain't came out against the deal.
No.
Nintendo
Yeah.
like you read what the so.
Man, because
Sony really
they
is-
thrive on exclusivity.
Sony is saying to those regulators, like you said, these regulators haven't paid attention. They're going, no, Mom, there's going to be no boys there. I swear to God. And now Mom has come to pick you up, and there's boys there, and she's pissed.
Yep. Yep.
She
That's
don't know
exactly
what to
they're
do.
doing. That's exactly. And the bad thing about it is that what disappoints me is that they fell hook, line, and sinker for it. They went for it, right? Sony told the regulators that Nintendo isn't a part of this market. They don't compete with us since they make kiddie games. The
Yep.
regulators ran with that. Sony went to the regulators and say this is a high-end market to narrow the market to fit their agenda because they knew if Nintendo would have been considered a part of the market, the regulators would have asked, well, how is Nintendo so successful without Call of Duty?
Yep.
FTC and the CMA ran with it.
Mhm.
Brazil, no, we don't believe you. This don't make sense. No, we're not falling for none of that.
I'm gonna tell you the part that trips me out, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, ultimately, most people knew this. It has to do with the fact that Xbox is owned by Microsoft, not so much Xbox in itself.
Yeah.
When you
Is
got
that gas? My bad. Gas in the building. What's going on,
hey,
man?
Yes.
but
Guys,
no.
what up?
What up, man? But no, like I truly believe if you didn't have basically like a global superpower like in Microsoft, what are they, like the number one richest company out or second? Like they for
Something
sure
like
top
that.
5.
2 and 3. Yeah, they top
Yeah,
5.
easy, no debate, no
For sure.
question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they top
Yeah.
5.
Everybody just wants to get in their way, and it's almost like Xbox is getting screwed just by who they're associated with, aka who they own by.
Yeah.
And you know it's Microsoft or Sony targeting Microsoft because at the time this deal started, Stadia was still a thing as well, and nobody brought up Stadia. Nobody brought up any competitors. Amazon has their own games program. They distribute PC games. They take perks from those games. If you have Amazon Prime, you can go get perks
that
for
is
Call
true.
of Duty, for PC,
Exclusive
PC
free
exclusive.
items.
Exactly, for Destiny, for Rogue Company, a
Valorant,
shit
everything.
ton.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't
No,
know
not
that.
Valorant. Not
Oh, yeah.
Valorant.
Oh,
But
yeah, you can get
a
Valos
bunch of
skins.
stuff. Is it on there? I know for sure, like
Valorant,
Battlefield,
League of Legends.
yeah,
I
A
didn't
lot
know
of
that.
Riot games.
yeah. If you got Amazon Prime,
I not got Amazon Prime.
oh, so
And
you've
they-
been missing out, bro. It's
Oh,
a
you've
lot
been
of free
missing out.
stuff. A lot
Warframe.
of free
So-
stuff. You just link your account and then you can just Warframe all that. Yeah, yeah.
They give
You
away a
bring-
free game every month too, or at least 2 free games every month.
Yep.
That's important because that leads to question, well, why haven't Amazon said anything?
Is there another global superpower that
And they
everybody
got their
wants
own
to it?
cloud.
Yeah.
And they
Yep.
got their
Hey.
and they the one that's set to compete with Microsoft in terms
You
of
heard it.
cloud.
You're
Yeah.
gonna hear it here first. You know why Amazon not saying nothing?
Go ahead.
Because they want Xbox to eat PlayStation ass up. So when that number low enough, Amazon can buy their ass.
Ooh, they already got Tomb Raider. They already got the mascot.
They got the mascot. They do have the mascot. They have Tomb Raider. Because yes, okay, Aloy and all them.
Yo,
Kratos. They're all the icons now. Tomb Raider was the original one though.
Yeah, she was
Laura
the
Croft
original.
with her polygon titties, original one.
Yeah.
And Amazon got her. And they're
Wait,
making a TV
hold
show
on.
and an anime.
hold on, Fang. Because that's very interesting. No one has put that out. Everybody say Google or Apple. Amazon low key in the cut. Could.
They got the bread
They got the bread.
and the distribution.
Yes. And they got the
Well,
infrastructure that
They
Sony
got the
needs to compete.
infrastructure
And
and
come on now, Fang. Why you dropping dimes like that? Wow.
Yep.
I'm
I
just
never
saying.
looked at that, yo.
And Barty just brought it up. They own Twitch too.
Oh yeah, they already got the
And I know the last thing Microsoft will want is for PlayStation to be backed by the money that Xbox is back with Microsoft. That's the last thing Microsoft will want.
Yeah.
Talk about getting put out of the game.
It would be rough out here, bro.
And you know what? That will be a vertical merger too.
Yeah.
Because they don't sell. Why you do that? You got
Listen. PlayStation would be unstoppable under Amazon.
Yeah. If Amazon just let PlayStation be PlayStation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if they try to like hold them,
if they tried to do an EA, no.
Yeah.
Yo, that's I'm gonna have to. You know what, Fame? You can't be.
I'm gonna get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get
you lost your bot card. You
that
lost your
makes
bot card for that one.
Total sense though, and that will be scary for Microsoft.
Oh yeah,
really scary for Microsoft because if you
that type of backing, Microsoft would be in some
That's
trouble.
Because look what Sony's doing now. Look at the marketing they do now.
The only issue.
I'm sorry for Super Bowl commercials. No, but keep going.
The only issue they will have is because Sony has a music division and a movies division, and Amazon has. That will probably where they probably need to make concessions or might need to divest a bit in terms of that. But if we're talking
Sony could just sell PlayStation.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was just about to get to. But if they can get, that'll be scary.
And the reason I bring it up, because it kind of dives into our next topic, right? Is because as we know, Microsoft is trying to buy Activision Blizzard with $69 billion of cash.
Yeah.
Cash money in their hand, right?
Yeah.
And so there's this rumor that I first saw on Twitter. I talked about it on 15 Minutes of Fame. I went on a 30-minute rant. And now it's all of my TikTok guideline. And hey, Sony is about to own Grand Theft Auto 6 is about to be a PlayStation exclusive because Sony is about to buy Take-Two. Now, I don't want to hop on the Sony is broke thing because that's an idiotic thing to say. Sony got money.
They got money.
Okay. Yeah. Sony don't go and buy Take-Two money. At least not with cash. It got to be cash and all type of stuff. They're going to have to make sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Let me see your girl, butt or something. Like it got to be some other transactions going on.
They're going to have to take out a loan.
It's going to be enough.
They're going to have to take out a loan.
It's going to be called a PlayStation 2 again.
It'll never happen.
I do want to start with Hugger. Because Hugger's our resident RP player. She plays a lot of Grand Theft Auto. So Hugger, your thoughts on this rumor that was circulated about what's his name? Long John Jay. I'm not disrespect. I just don't remember his
Lumberjack. What's his
name? Lumberjack. I was close.
You were close. You were close enough.
He blocked me by the way.
I almost said Long John Silver's on his ass.
Oh Lord.
Listen, that's who came out and he said sources and he. Some people that I actually rock with follow him, like B Money. I rock with B Money heavy, so B Money ain't gonna follow no BS people, right? So maybe he had some things in his tenure that may have been correctly, but he said sources close to him to say Sony is looking to buy Take-Two Interactive, which would give them Grand Theft Auto. It would give them 2K. It would give them Red Dead. I mean, a lot of games. So Hugs, I'm gonna start with you. And the prospects of Sony trying to counter the Activision Blizzard deal by buying Take-Two Interactive.
See, for like what I do, RP, it's PC exclusive. You can't play RP on console. So you have to, if it still comes to PC, they're still going to be eating, but it's going to be years because we've had since 2013, built up of servers of different content. I mean, I'm sure everybody here it's heard about the name NoPixel. That is taking years and years and almost a full decade to get ready to play. So it's going to take another decade probably before PC players switch over to GTA 6. For the console players, see, I know online makes a lot of money, and I don't know if Sony would be dumb enough to cut out possibly billions of dollars with just shark cards and things that people are going to do in GTA Online. We're going to cut the PC, the RP crowd out because we're a weird ass bunch of people. We're a weird breed. Ignore us 90% of the time. I think it would make sense for them to maybe have a timed exclusive or maybe do something where they can get more of the money funneled into them and they can test run the online stuff, because I don't know if you guys remember when it launched, the online was a buggy mess. So they can test it on PlayStation. So when online comes over to Xbox, they give people nothing to complain about. They make the perfect game for that system. Will Sony do that? I don't know. Do they have the money to get Take-Two? Probably, maybe. I know their camera division makes a shit ton of money. Like, their camera division makes a lot of money because they are literally some of the best cameras, consumer cameras that you can get on the market today.
They do the sensors for everybody.
Yeah.
For every
Right?
camera on the market.
Yeah.
Right?
Serious.
They make
Post
money.
up, break their heart.
Come
Break
on,
their heart,
do it.
post up.
It's not
Do
going
it.
to happen.
They ain't got money.
Your eyes may shine. Your teeth may glitter. Let me tell you, it's not happening.
Wow.
Right? You could get your hopes up.
Wow.
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 You can go to the tabernacle. You feel me?
Mm.
You could pray to Jesus.
Mm.
He won't answer because it's not happening.
Wow.
May the
Wow.
congregation say Game Pass, Game Pass, Game.
Game
Let me tell you
Pass.
something.
Game Pass, Game Pass.
I didn't know, before I speak on this, I didn't know the GTA RP community was. You say another decade, like another 10 years before they even transition to over to GTA 6?
It would have to be like out of the gate that we could use every single thing from GTA 5 into GTA 6.
Okay.
Because y'all wouldn't
Okay.
walk away from that.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah,
y'all
okay, I
put
see
too
what
much
you're saying.
time.
I mean,
Because
I
it's
can
a lot of
go.
stuff that's built.
I can go in my server and I can go buy an Aston Martin. I can't do that in GTA because they don't have real world cars. So
I didn't know
people have to
that.
take all that
Asset.
stuff, all those assets, and then put them on the new system in a new engine that's not going to run on the same engine it did. So everything is going to be brand new.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I didn't know that. Like, I didn't know you could do all that. Because
Oh,
I'm
it's
unfamiliar
wild.
with that side of GTA. Like,
It's
y'all on there buying
wild.
real cars?
Oh yeah, real cars. Right now we got new phones in our server, so we got new iPhones. Like legit iPhones are imported in, and they have the full screens, everything. You can go online. We have a little app we can use where you can emulate and you can play Diablo on your phone in game. And I'm like,
What?
this is too far. this is a whole lifestyle. But
I
yeah,
see what you're saying. Yeah, I understand it now. Yeah. When
It's
you
gonna take a
when you
while.
built that much and you're that entrenched, yeah, it'll be a while before they. Yeah.
And let's be real. Even if there is a RP aspect added to the new Grand Theft Auto, it's going to be in a way that's going to be tailored for them making money.
yes,
Like it's not going to be this open where have fun.
because it's
we
all
just went
free.
through here.
All you need
Yep,
is
that's-
GTA. 5M is
yeah.
free.
Here's the-
Red M is free. It's all free.
Here's the biggest caveat issue I have with this rumor.
Mhm.
Every dance you ever think of, it takes, with somebody else, it takes two.
True.
It takes two to tango.
Mhm.
Why the hell would Take Two sell?
Yeah, there's no reason.
They just brought Zynga for 12.
Activision
million?
Blizzard was being sold because Bobby Kotick is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Right? And the company was going downhill with all the allegations, right?
Yeah.
So had that not happened, Activision would not be getting sold right now.
No.
They have
Yeah.
no reason to.
Mm.
No reason to. What reason does Take Two have? Who sold one of the highest selling games of all time? That's about to release one of the most anticipated games of all time. Releases an annual game every year that certain people, especially if our complexion, buy every year, no matter what, in 2K.
Yep.
Yeah.
What reason does
Man.
Take Two have to sell? And Take
No.
Two, believe it or not, they was one of the companies that was like, yeah, we got an issue with Microsoft by Activision. Ain't got nothing to do with us.
It's
Why
good for
would
the
Take
market.
Two sell?
He said it was good for the market.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they will sell it. And the CEO didn't already said we good over here.
Oh yeah, they
He
printing
came out here. He said, "We good over here." And Sony market lead won't allow them to purchase Take-Two. Number one. Number two is if any game is an essential input, it is GTA.
Yeah.
It is GTA. It is an essential input. I know they're trying to. Sony tried to make Call of Duty. Call of Duty is not an essential input. Okay. All right. In this digital age, they're entrenched where they're entrenched. Ain't nobody fit to uproot their whole gaming library from PlayStation and then go repurchase all that over on Xbox just to play Call of Duty.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm saying? Either they gonna play it where they at. If it's exclusive, they just gonna buy a system and still be entrenched in their ecosystem.
But let me tell you this though, and let me tell you, if this deal goes through though, you already get MLB The Show at no extra cost. You already get Madden in a couple weeks, after a couple weeks at no extra cost. You get what's the other one? I'm tripping. You get 2K after a couple weeks. That always ends up. Yeah, but true, I got you. And then you get you're gonna have Duty. And then what else? Whatever else EA.
That's like the holy gauntlet of video
the
games.
the yearly purchases. Those are the yearly purchases. So you telling me for the $150 a year, I'm gonna get access to the 5 games I was gonna buy anyway? People gonna move consoles.
It won't be a lot though.
Oh no. But over time, it'll just be it'll make sense. Like you're gonna be sitting here looking real,
and that's based on if you're releasing Starfields, if you're releasing the Hellblade 2, because those essential games will only take you so far.
Yeah,
you still gotta have that big, because Sony's still gonna be, as much as you over here playing Fortnite and 2K.
Sony's still gonna drop
that God of War.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But the reason why I said that is because if there's one game that can move a fan base, it's GTA.
Yeah. Ooh,
that is
an exclusive tag. Oh Lord,
bro! If GTA go exclusive to
wherever it is,
it's a wrap. They going.
Yeah.
That GTA literally has the power to move. I'm talking about millions of people. If it goes, say like if Sony does get it right, and it becomes we know it won't. It will have to stay multi-black, but just hypothetically, it becomes exclusive. I don't care. All the Call of Duties, all the Minecrafts, all the Halo Gears, none of that ain't gonna matter, because they gonna go. It'll be a wrap for Microsoft, I think, if that ever happened, off that one IP, because it has that type of mind share. People actually was going out buying copies of GTA just for the cards she was talking, the shot cards.
Yeah.
Because when you every time you buy, you get 1 million. People was rebuying the game just.
It was cheaper to get the shot.
I don't know what the game that happens where they go out and buy the game multiple times over just for a shot card.
Yeah.
Name another game that does that.
And the thing is, going back to our first topic, the regulators will have no choice but to make concessions in there that it can't be exclusive. You've already backed yourself into a corner with this Activision Blizzard deal. Yeah. There's no way PlayStation would go and try to buy Take-Two and Microsoft not saying, now hold the fucking floor. I need a 10-year deal expeditiously, and I'm saying it needs to be console parity, no exclusivity.
You need some perpetuity up in there. 10 years ain't gonna cut it.
This is also hinging that they manage GTA 6 correctly too, because we know it's going to be one of the biggest games. But Red Dead Redemption 2, the online, they flopped that so hard. Like I play it still, and I also play Red Dead RP, which uses Red Dead assets in RP. So if they manage it well, GTA 6 can be the next GTA 5. I know I'm probably going to be playing it because I've just been playing it since I was a kid. Vice City was my first because I am a baby. I hope they manage it right and they don't pull a Red Dead Redemption 2 because that will kill the game. And people go back to playing GTA 5, and GTA 5 right now is in the Titanfall 2 situation where it's a buggy mess and it's being hacked all the time, but people still playing it. And on Steam, it's still one of the most sold games every month. I don't know how it is, but
like it's just a daily generation of people barely being introduced to the game. It's
Another reason why
crazy.
Take Two will have no reason to sell.
No. And I would say this, outside of, if you go back to the OG Xbox, outside of Microsoft having a bad deal with NVIDIA, that box didn't have Madden. It didn't have GTA. And that was detrimental.
Yeah.
That was detrimental. Madden made them sell off their whole game division.
Yeah.
So you know the power that Madden had.
Yeah.
GTA, then nobody come when GTA hit the 360, and then when they got the I think the remaster versions of that, everybody started coming over to the ecosystem. Then you had what they did in the Japanese games. They got that together. But man, life without GTA on the Xbox was now you talking about a game that will threaten competition and that can foreclose a gaming division. Yeah. Allow Sony or Microsoft to get GTA and watch one of them won't be here.
Hey, the good thing is, for us, that these regulators have already put their foot in cement. You can't go back on how you view competition now in video game space. It is what it is now. Yeah. But shout out to the chat, man. We still got one more topic left to go. I see y'all in here. Swag is seeing the building, Mr. Inferno Game. Shout out to y'all, man. If y'all haven't already, do me a big favor, hit that like button. Subscribe if you have not. If you're on TikTok, don't be ashamed. Follow us on TikTok, man. We're trying to hit 1,000 so we can co-stream. Hit us up over there, man. We having a hell of a time. We got another topic left.
Streaming on TikTok?
We're trying to. We need 80 more followers. 80 more followers.
You can stream on TikTok?
Yeah.
Like gaming and all that?
Oh yeah.
If you hit 1,000, we're at 920.
Wow.
Once you hit 1,000, you can stream. And OBS got this dope feature to where
Amazon.
You can stream to both YouTube,
TikTok.
RP.
RP.
Yeah.
You learning
I'm
tonight,
learning some stuff over here. I'm like, I need to get up. I've been watching too much acquisition stuff.
Listen, TikTok growth's been crazy. We got videos over there, 500,000 views. Like, it's wild over there, bro.
TikTok is wild.
It's wild over there. So we're trying to hit 1,000. So if you're on TikTok, folks, please give us a follow. We're at 80 more followers away from being able to go live over there. We having a ball. Dope amount of content that I can't post over here. Some of them I already tried. YouTube was like, sir, before that goes live, you might want to take that down. So it comes down. But it's live on TikTok. So TikTok got content we can't put over here. So, we got y'all. I was up to thank you, Ray. Appreciate you stopping on TikTok. When you see the Phoenix, that's us. LV1 Game. Appreciate you. But listen, I woke up today to a photo of Aaron Greenberg shaking hands with Kojima's son. As we know, Microsoft is apparently making a game with Kojima Productions, and we thought that's game they were going to be working on, but then we saw that it was Death Stranding 2. So we all kind of wonder, like, hey, is this game still in the, handshaking phase? Like, hey, we thinking about doing something. What are we going to do? But now we're seeing the Xbox Global Publishing is out there with Kojima, shaking hands, talking. I'm going to go to you first, post up, because some people all of a sudden turning on Kojima. Never thought I'd see today. All of a sudden, I got comments and videos. I can screenshots. Oh, Kojima trash. He ain't been nothing since Metal Gear Solid, Death Stranding, Boo Boo. Where was this? Before? Now all of a sudden, Kojima trash. But post. I'm gonna get your thoughts on this Kojima game on Xbox. All jokes aside, I do think it's big for the brand, especially in Japan, a market where Microsoft is fighting tooth and nail to sell one console, right? Your thoughts on this Kojima Xbox collaboration?
You know what? it's crazy, right? I will say this: whenever Kojima drops anything on Twitter that has PlayStation in it, he's trending.
Mm-hmm.
It trends,
Mhm.
right? These pictures came out.
Quiet
Zip.
trends.
Ain't nobody seeing nothing. Not only that though, and let me do what the ponies do over at the PlayStation. He's in the picture, right? He got an Xbox logo on this side in a Kojima production. You know, Microsoft would acquire Kojima production after this.
Hey,
He gonna be
don't
running.
don't get us canceled.
He gonna be running to Japan. The bitch. It's a rap. No,
Don't
look,
get us
I don't
canceled.
know. Look, I don't know what he's creating for Xbox, but I do know this. Microsoft understands, even though Japan is not the market that it used to be back in the day, because back in the day, like the 90s, 80s, 90s are coming up, Japan was that market, right?
Yeah.
Japan was that market. It's not that market. But Microsoft still understands the importance of that market. And so they're going to do their best to still try to penetrate, even though they haven't had any goodwill in that market. So I think they're going to give him all the resources he needs to create whatever he's going to create. Outside of that, I do believe if Microsoft going to say, look, if we can't get into the Japan market with our console and stuff like that, we just going, as we talked earlier about Activision, we gonna get in there through mobile. That's gonna be our way in, you know.
Yep.
But
And it's supposed to be a cloud. It's supposed to be a cloud.
cloud,
And I know a lot of people were like, "Oh,
yeah,
it's a cloud game." Turned off. Like, bro, you don't realize this because it's supposed to be using cloud technology. That don't mean it's going to be,
yeah,
some rinky dink game. Like,
Yeah.
y'all understand how far along gaming has come. Like,
I
this
don't
really
think
could
people
be a
understand.
top tier amazing game. But people, I mean, look, I know it's just Flight Simulator, but Flight Simulator is a
That
cloud
game is
technology game, right? And it looks
amazing.
beautiful. Yes, it's Flight Sim, but it's beautiful. I don't think Microsoft and Kojima would take resources and waste it on something that's not going to be amazing. They're not going to talk. They're not going to talk about the technology, and it'd be a waste.
I don't think people understand the term cloud.
No.
Cloud, when you use the term cloud, it goes beyond just gaming and streaming and accessing games from servers. It does a lot in terms of how content is brought to you. You got the how the data is accessed. You got that. It goes beyond streaming. Even your dashboard and stuff like that. The way you download games and all of that stuff is in the cloud. Your
Mhm.
leaderboards, your cloud saves and stuff. It's more than just being able to play games. Server, the cloud is a marketable term.
Mhm.
That's all. It's something that's simple that the public can understand without all the technicality that goes behind what happens server side. But
Cloud
all the cloud
technology
is,
is cellular when we tried to explain cellular technology when we first got cell phones.
thank you. That it. There you go. There you go. I'm done. She did it again. She did that last time. Hit me with the one hitter quitter. I ain't forgot. There we go. Go
Sometimes
ahead.
Oh,
you just gotta be like, all of this shit is cyclical. It's gonna come in
Yeah.
cycles. So it's like, remember when we were freaking about 4G, 3G, just having
Yeah.
cell phones, the
Yep.
bricks, landlines? Like, we can go back
Yeah.
when we were freaking out about electricity,
Yeah.
even being a thing.
Yep.
All
Even
this shit needs to
5G.
grow.
Even
Exactly.
I want to say
5G.
really quickly. I want to give a big shout out to the chat, especially Xbox Expansion Podcast. That's the homie Luke, co-host of XCP. My man said he playing Leap and listening. His game, Crackdown 3, was a cloud game, but I ain't gonna cap. That ain't a good example. I
Oh.
love you, Luke.
Hey,
But
it
we were
was good.
promised. I'm, and now we're not gonna cap post. Y'all remember the game that Crackdown 3 was supposed to be, and they kept saying cloud, cloud, cloud. And every bullet was like making damage to bring the building. We was like, yo,
Why you
cloud
do him
tech,
like that?
this finna be
Why you do him like
wild.
that, bro? That's that's Microsoft's fault. Microsoft should have brought that company. You spent all them years working with that company to build that technology, only to allow Epic to come in and swoop them up. You should have been brought them. That was their fault.
Yeah.
But yeah, he could have used a better game than Crackdown.
Why? You know what? Crackdown 3 was better than Rage 2. I'll say that.
I did board it because Crackdown 3 was buns. I'm sorry, bro. And I'm a Crackdown fan.
You are.
1 and 2. You can check my profile. Crackdown 3 was buns. I'm sorry. And I say it's buns. It was 2-pack of ass because it wasn't what it was promised to be.
2 packs. He said 2 packs. Let me tell you something.
Like only certain the way they showed the demo, it should have been like if Barry camping on top of some random building, I can be able to blow up the bottom of it and he come down. But then it turned into only certain parts on certain buildings. No, bro, that ain't what you promised in the demo.
But did we get angry at Battlefield for not doing that anymore? Because Battlefield 4, you could take down a whole building. 2042, you can't do that, and nobody's mad.
Please don't.
No, we are mad. No, we are
You're
mad.
Please don't.
But you're still playing it.
Very much so, because don't get me started. Don't get me.
Please don't bring that up. Don't bring up Crackdown and
then
Battlefield in the same, because they constantly remind me of me saying that Crackdown 3 destruction and physics was better than Battlefield.
See, I'd never admit to something like that. I'd let that die in the backlog.
They won't let it die. Yo, they constantly remind me. Post. Ain't you the one?
That's your game, B. I'm gonna stick beside it.
Oh man!
Oh Jesus!
Oh man! Yo, he looking like. Did you actually?
That's your man. That's my man. I'm gonna stick beside him. Hey, hockey for a second. I thought Floor Hugger had a Patriots beanie and a Jets jersey on.
Edmonton Eskimos.
Okay,
Edmonton Elves.
I was like, she realized.
I'm surprised you said Jets and not the Packers. Because we're the same color.
Well, I saw green and white. I see the yellow now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, she Canadian. I was gonna let her have it.
Don't worry.
I was gonna let that slide.
I was on Spawn Wave and I wore an Edmonton Oilers jersey and a Calgary Flames hat, and the comments would not leave me alone. They're like, "What is this? What is this Battle of Alberta shit going on here?" It's like, it's a hat, y'all. Y'all getting this heated? Thanks for the view, though. But y'all getting this heated?
Listen, this part of the show, we need some chat interactivity. Okay, this chat. We need y'all. We got folks in here. We need y'all to speak up. Okay, this is gonna be on y'all in the chat because I want to read them out. I want you guys to suggest us a anime, a movie, a video game, something that you rocking with. It could be something niche that you think other folks need to be checking out. And the panel gonna do it as well. And if you guys dropping them in the chat, I'm gonna read them out. Hugs, I'm gonna start with you, my love. Anime, video game, movie that people need to be checking out.
Anime, because I'm not on my Persona bullshit anymore, but I am on my fan service shit. Go watch Kill la Kill. If you know why, you know why. I don't have to explain it to you. It's a short anime.
Yes. Fire.
Short. If you're on that same vein, go watch Queen's Blade. I can't say why. Yeah. Anyway, movies, go watch. It's not a movie, but it's a series, but you can watch it. It's like a movie. Is the Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities. Bunch of horror anthologies. They're really good. Games, surprisingly, like I said, not on my Persona bullshit. I've been playing a lot of Harry Potter, and I've been living my best Slytherin life. So I'm enjoying that. And for somebody to watch on YouTube, I want to give a shout out to Call Me Kevin, because he's an Irish YouTuber. He's 3 million subs or whatever, but I love his videos. They're great to have on in the background. And watching him get scared and watching him play The Sims and just be the most despicable person you can be in The Sims is always cracking me up. I love it.
Did my man Rain G4 say go watch the YSL case? Hey, them boys going to prison, except for Gunna. He snitched.
Allegedly.
Xbox expansion pass says Picard season 3, the rookie, Feds. Rain G4 also says the series Wednesday on Netflix. Don Sakara says Physical 100 on Netflix. I've been seeing that. I need to go check that out. People saying that's dope. B, I'm gonna swing to you, bro. What you got for people to either watch and play this week?
Go play Battlefield 2042, especially if you have Game
All
Pass.
right, that was Double XP 236. We out.
Oh my god.
Go play if you have your Xbox Game Pass, go play Mountain Blade Bannerlord. Yes, it's going to be a little difficult to get into, but a game that I've put mad hours into on PC has mistakenly made its way to console, and now I have no life. And shows, anime to watch, go watch Chillin' in My 30s after getting fired from the Demon King's Army. It's got a little fan service. It's not as bad as a lot of other stuff. It's not that bad, but it has its moments. But it's a good one. It's a good one.
I kind of looked at it and read the on the what's the name, but I didn't watch it.
It's worth
but I've
it.
seen it. Okay,
it's worth it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, in the chat, Mr. Inferno says anime, go check out Demon Slayer. The movie about the new movie of Demon Slayer about to drop here in a couple of days. I saw another one here really quick. I don't want to lose it. Is it Robadon 202? If I said it wrong, I apologize. I know I can't read, write, or spell properly. He said you guys gotta watch the movie Upgrade Classic. Hey, what's that on, by the way? Let us know what it says on Netflix, is Amazon Prime. I don't want to miss none here. Stark Evil Vast. It's been a while since I seen you here, man. Thanks for coming in and rocking with us. Post up. What you got for the people this week, man? What should they be watching or playing?
Okay, anime wise, The Eminence in Shadow. The Eminence in Shadow. Fire. Also the reincarnation of the strongest Exodus in another world. That's that's dope. I could keep going, but I'm just gonna stop at that too. And movies wise, I don't even go to the movies no more. Nothing really lately to excite me. I just watched the Whitney Houston movie that came out, I think, last year, which was really dope. I am into TV shows though. Godfather in Harlem, 3rd season is out. The new Will Smith TV show, 2nd season is out as well. So, watch that. As far as games, I'm still playing Hi-Fi Rush. I just made it to Mimosa. I'm taking my time, but it is a fire game. Dope game. Try that out. I know a lot of people playing Atomic Heart. Wolong about to drop in another couple of Game Pass just on fire right.
We eat
just crazy. But yeah, those two animes, The Eminence in Shadow and Reincarnation of the Strongest Exodus in another one. And then the TV shows, and definitely get Hi-Fi Rush, Atomic Heart. If you into that, Wolong just drop another day. Try it out, man.
Okay. In the chat, Zero Pile says anime Speed Grapher. Please check it out. It's too underrated. I think Bordy said go play Hitman. I know I saw Bordy talk about Hitman. I think I missed it. Go play Hitman Freelancer mode. Shit is too much fun. Let me see. I want to miss. Rain says I need to go play Hi-Fi Rush. Yes, sir. Indeed, you do. Bordy McBoy said go watch Cocaine Bear. Check that out because the sequel, Heroin Alligator, will be coming out right after that.
You know that's based on a true story, though.
The Cocaine
Bear.
Yeah.
Cocaine Bear. Yeah.
Like $3 million worth of cocaine, and it had a heart attack and passed away. And when they found the bear, it still had 35 pounds of cocaine in its stomach that had been undigested.
What?
Yeah.
Now it's time to give heroin to alligators and see what happens.
Oh,
I mean, we got Sharknadoes.
Wait, that actually happened?
Yeah.
Deadass actually happened.
I mean, he didn't go on no crazy killer spree like the movie, but yeah. It's loosely based.
Also,
on
they flipped this. They flipped
the movie is
but that bear did have cocaine though.
What you say? 3 million pounds?
$3 million street value.
$3 million. Okay,
Yeah.
Wow.
Mine makes it $3 million.
Wait, hold on. I had to.
Tripping.
Even $3 million. That's a lot of.
That's a lot. And are you going to tell the bear not to eat it though?
All white bricks.
Because I'm not.
Gotta have bricks.
Hey.
Nah, you got that, bro.
Quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick. Hey,
you only live once. You only live once.
half a pound.
Go out your skill,
okay.
Smokey the bear is wilding out.
OJ the Juke Man.
Mr. Inferno says for movie Demon House. If you like spooky stuff on Amazon, game like a dragon, Ishin. Is it Ishin? Ishin? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Your boy Bloody Nux. Oh yeah, Nux will get you into that. And he said something about an HBO show. Oh, I lost it. No.
Last of Us.
Oh, HBO show The Last of Us. Okay.
Which
Is there
is
anything
filmed
I'm
near where
missing
I
before
live.
we get up out of here? Listen,
How's
for me,
it
my
looking?
suggestions were pretty simple. Anime, go watch Black Summoner. Might not be for everybody, but I like Black
Fire.
Summoner.
Fire. Yes.
Fire.
I just
Fire.
finished that up.
For things to watch, The Last of Us, or and on Netflix, if you're into the Jordan Peele feel of Get Out, go watch The Strays. If you love the feel of Get Out, go watch The Strays on Netflix, like an hour, maybe 40 minutes, and thank me later.
Okay.
For video games, for me this week, don't give me crap for it. Pokemon Scarlet.
Okay, no, we're not doing this. You ain't finna-
I'm back.
Nah.
I stopped playing
Nah.
it for a little bit, and now I'm back, and I've been playing Pokemon Scarlet again like crazy. I'm sorry.
That's how you
I
feel.
like what I like. It is what it is, huh?
That's how you feel, Pikachu. That's what we do.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch all them
Hey, man.
bitches.
Hey.
I be throwing a mess at them Pokeballs,
Hey, do you,
bro.
man.
Don't give me no Pokemon VR game because it's a wrap. I'm not playing nothing else. I need Quest and Niantic to come together and give me a Pokemon VR game. I'm
Hey,
gone.
that's crazy. If
Good
Nintendo
job.
ever do
You
a
know how
VR
much that would
headset
sell?
and put Pokemon in VR, it's a
You know how much that would sell? A
Yo.
full-fledged Pokemon game in VR?
Look at what the AR did, the augmented reality.
That's what I was just. Man, you had people out in droves,
bro.
droves,
We had like whole neighborhood meetups and like
bro.
downtown and shut down the city. People out there selling water bottles and patches and
Yeah.
That's
it
that was
wild.
it. You had
was
people
wild.
flew from other states
Pokemon Go
Yeah.
had
to meet
Pokemon
up
Go had-
downtown
had-
in
had
Grant
an-
Park.
had
and
all the
catch-
parks in the chokehold.
Yeah,
Like, it was wild, bro.
Yeah, we
Like
were
I was going to
outside.
parks and it was
Looked
playing.
good.
They were pulling out the big screens, watching the first Pokemon movie, bro. It was crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
In a whole code. But listen, post up, my brother.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you coming through and rocking with
Oh,
us, bro.
thank you for having me, man.
Like
Anytime,
we said at the
man.
beginning of the
Anytime.
show, keep doing what you are doing on Twitter because I'm telling you, even when this is over,
Yeah.
the
Keep it
next
up.
thing that comes
Keep
up,
it up, seriously.
Yeah.
I need you to keep going, bro.
Thank you, brother.
For real, because at this point, I need it because
Yep.
I ain't got the time, space, or want to be digging through Reddit threads and trying to understand this,
Be our
that, and the
Spark
other, man.
Notes. Be our Cliff
Yeah.
Notes, please.
I'll
For
be at the red light, and
Oh,
my son be
post.
like, it's light green.
You know what? Post up. You are the equivalent to people who make PNGs for free on the internet. We love all of them.
We're gonna
You are
we're gonna drop
PNG.
post ups Twitter in the chat. We're also gonna put it in the description down below. I know Luke just asked what his Twitter handle was. Go follow my man post up. Show my man some love.
sir.
For
Yes,
real,
sir.
for real. Listen,
Mm.
we did get a copy of Wolong.
Oh,
The review, it could be up tomorrow. It might be up the next day. We apologize about that, but we did get a review copy. Shout out to the people who help us reach out to the right people. We're always,
reviewing over
looking
here,
to
huh?
help people, and
Hell yeah.
it's awesome when people do the same thing in
I don't
return
know
for
if we
us.
were
So
supposed to
shout out-
talk about that, but yeah.
It's already out there.
Oh, you the man. Oh, you the man. I ain't gonna even ask you, Lam. I'm
I
just
ain't
gonna
trying
let
to
you
get
do
us
your
in trouble.
thing.
Don't
brother. I
forget
ain't
to
gonna
follow us on TikTok and all that too, y'all.
Listen,
Okay.
with all that said, congratulations. You all have leveled up to 236. This was the Double XP podcast. I'm gonna get in trouble, but it's all good. LV1Gaming.com, news, reviews, opinion pieces. If you're on TikTok, I'm expecting to see y'all on TikTok. Interact with us. We're gonna have some fun. I expect for Post to
She's
go
so
make him a
beautiful.
TikTok now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I need
Yes,
to
sir.
get in. I need to get in the game, man.
Hey,
I did
hey,
not know it
listen.
was like that over there on TikTok. I didn't even know you was able to stream that stream. I thought it was
Yes,
just,
sir.
They would love your content over at TikTok, bro.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because you got people doing what you're doing on Twitter, on TikTok, and a lot of the information is BS. And I be wanting to call it out, but I don't be having the time.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Say less.
You would kill it.
Say less.
Shout out to the chat, Boston Gamer, Bordy McBoy, Rain, Inferno, Stark Evil, Expansion Podcast. Everybody who came through rocking with us, thank you guys once again. We're gonna get up out of here. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. Peace.
사랑해.
Yes, sir.